Hi everyone, this is Tina with Dirt Therapy, and today is not a garden video per se. It is actually a Halloween decoration garden area day. So, needless to say, this is supposed to be done for our grandson. He's 4. He loves Halloween, including Ghostbusters and the whole 9 yards. But really, this is for my husband. So he's just using the grandson as an excuse. But anyway, my family has been Halloween lovers since they were little kids. And even now that they're grown up, we are still trying to do a whole bunch of fun Halloween things in the yard that bring families here. So it's nothing too scary, a little bit scary, not too bad. I am going to give you a daytime walk through, and then we'll come out in the evening after it gets dark, and you're going to see everything really come to life. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you what we've been working on. You wouldn't know it was fall by the weather that we're having. We've still been hitting close to 80 every day. It's dropping cooler into the 50s at night, but it's still really warm. I mean, we've only had one day that has really stayed in the 70s. That was this weekend when we put up a lot of this stuff. So I'm going to take you through. Now, this is the entry point. This is where our driveway and will take you up to the front door. But we don't want people to come up into our front door. We want them to go down the spooky pathway. The first thing that somebody is going to see when they walk up here is they're going to see our huge skeleton. This thing is super old. My husband's done it. He did it many years ago, and he just gave it a good fresh coat of orange paint and black face this season. So it looks like new, and it's so exciting that we can repurpose things that we've had in here for a really long time. Now, this is still a work in progress. We don't have everything mapped out yet. Not everything is done. We are still working on getting finishing touches done, such as hanging some things from the trees. We also have some other things that we need to do. We need to make an enter sign on this sign here, and then we have an exit on the other side of the yard. But we did get the rope up today, and there is another piece of rope that needs to be done on the other side, but that will come tomorrow. So let's take a walk through. And as you come into this area, here is a Kraken. I think he might add some eyes, some cool looking eyes, you know, maybe up here in the front, but it definitely is our water area over here, where you can also see Jaws coming to life over there. My husband loves movies, guys. Like, horror movies are his thing. Here is our enchanted forest. Our grandson Parker did help us with some of these spooky trees. We just took tree limbs that had fallen out of different trees from our storms over the summer. We kept some of the bigger ones and decided to make an enchanted forest with them, hanging lights on them and spooky things. Then we have the witches section, where they have made their witches brew. They even have some little friends around, like the black cats, sticking close by. We've got another enchanted tree with some hanging pumpkin head ghosts and more cats. Over in this area is a spooky ghost with a spooky tree face on there. We're going to add a little bit more Halloween stuff in here. This garden is going to be revamped next year, so there's not much to see in it. I've been transplanting flowers to different locations. These are just a wildflower mix that'll die off, and so this area is going to be totally transformed next year. As you move towards, this is that new patio expansion area that we did over the summer, where we took out the old raised bed and then added concrete to make it about 18 inches wider. So we now have a patio space that we can use. So of course I had to decorate it up with some glow in the dark skeletons and a ceramic skull light and get some skeletons going around here. We even have some spooky ghosts inside the door. We have this one display called the Tar Man, and it is from a movie, one of my husband's favorite movies. It's a little dirty right now, so we'll be cleaning it off. He's actually been using it as a place to cut wood and stuff like that for the stakes that go around with the rope. But he's going to clean it off, and it lights up, and it looks really, really cool at night. One thing that you can't see too well is the shadow or silhouette of a zombie girl inside the window. We'll show you that when we do our night tour. It's going to look really cool, I promise you. We can't forget the skeleton in the room. Look at this 10-foot skeleton. It lights up its ribs and eyes. I don't have it turned on right now, but it is definitely the main attraction of our whole haunted yard. It is really, really awesome, and our grandson just absolutely loves it. So at this point, you can either walk around to the left or you can walk out to the right, which will take you out, but we're just going to go this direction. Right now we just have our part of our spooky cemetery going. Now this area is going to be a little bit more polished. I have more of the tombstones and the hands, but my grandson put the hands in there. How can I resist not leaving them there, right? So I'm going to put in some more tombstones, and we have lights shining on all of our fun stuff to make sure that you can see it really well at night. Now this gate will be closed anytime that we have people over here going through the Halloween display. However, I need to be able to have access to still continue to go through the gate and get back to the gardens. So I have already instructed my husband not to fasten this to where I can't get through, and we still have to complete adding the rope on this side all the way around to the exit. We have a few different things sprinkled in. Here is Ghostbusters. We've got the Ectomobile and the Slimer showing off. We've also got the Exorcist here, along with the Amityville Horror House. We have another spooky tree. We have the Ring Girl coming out of the ground here. This area isn't quite done yet. This is an area that's work in progress. My husband is going to be working on this tomorrow, but we wanted to give you a preview today. So what you see now is a coffin, and you see the character from Scream, and there will be more movie type memorabilia right here against the wall. And we'll have some other things here that show off this vacant area here. Haven't quite decided what we're going to do, but we're going to do something. And then here is the exit. And if you look on my ash tree, we have a witch holding a broom. It is all coming together. It looks so much fun. I feel the kids in the neighborhood are going to love it, including our grandson. He's already asked to come over many times to see the whole thing in the dark. And that's what we do it for, right? We do all of this for the kids and husbands. So thank you, everybody, and stay tuned. We were going to have the night reveal shortly.